Welcome to the House of the Spirit. Welcome home. This is going to be a reading for the sign of Libra for the month of August. You're the only one that is getting two. I don't know why. Let's see. I'm just flowing, so the amount of cards is different in every reading, so who knows? And while I'm shuffling the cards, I would like to tell you to subscribe to the channel, please, and also to like and share the video if it resonates with you. Okay, you're getting a bunch of cards. Let's see. Libra, what do we have for you for the month of August? Wow. Ilf, the Retriever. Beautiful. I love this card. Such a sweet look. The Fawn. Beautiful. Okay. The Moon on the Water. This is the Moon card. The King of Stones. I'm sorry, the Knight of Stones. The Horse. The Knight of Pentacles. The King. Okay, the King of Stones, the Wolf. So I said the King first. So interesting. And there's the Moon here. So I'm going to leave it right here. Okay, maybe like this. Next we have the Six of Stones with exploitation. This is the Six of Pentacles. And the Knight of Bows with Fox. This is the Knight of Wands. Interesting. Okay. Waters. Spirit helpers, abundance, forgiveness, and flow. Okay. We have the Moon on water. We have frozen water. Interesting. Completion. Endings, letting go, blessings, satisfaction. And finally, we have revelation. Sudden change, authenticity, justice, ego death. Okay. Now we're going to get a rune for you. Actually, it's an Ogham, so it's the Celtic alphabet. Yeah, wow, okay. So this is Ruiz. And this is the letter R. And the meaning is actually like cycles. So it's the last 3 days. It's related to the last 3 days of the year. And it's the beginning and the end. So it's the beginning of the end and the end of the beginning. Interesting. Because we have completion here and revelation. And something about water. I think you have to get something back from water. And the fawn here is related to nature. It's related to natural settings. It's related to natural magic. Natural rituals, so natural changes of seasons, natural changes of moons. We have 2 full moons, so maybe in 2 full moons something is going to happen, or maybe the next full moon. And also the Retriever here has also this like pearl, and to me it's also like the moon. It's coming forth like the moon. So I would say that something in the water, something with the moon. letting it flow. Interesting. I feel like there's this, you are going to flow to kind of, I feel like this metamorphosis, like you're going to change something once the moon changes. And maybe when the next moon comes, something else will change again. So although this is a reading for August, I feel like you are going to feel the effects of whatever is happening here 2 moons after also. So you have, yeah, I really feel like you're going to change from a situation to another. And once you change the situation, you will also change with it. You will feel like lighter, and you will feel really like you can do whatever you want to do, and that you don't owe anyone anything. And yeah, I feel like you are going from a lonely position into a much more agile and joyous one. It's not necessarily that you're going to find a pack or something, but maybe something you did will start attracting completely different energies. Um, this is all pentacles down here, and then suddenly you have the Knight of Bows, which is like really explosive, fast moving. But this one, with the relation to the fox is really interesting. You know, you also have the foxglove. Um, so maybe if you go to nature and you see foxglove, maybe that will mean something to you. And fox, to me, the fox is like being very smart and being very astute, having the exact knowledge that is needed to the situation and not bringing so much baggage. I feel like foxes are really free, carefree, and the way they move is really fluid, and sometimes their tails look like water, like they're so flowy, they're so there's a sweetness, right? And from a wolf to a fox, from the wolf spirit to the fox, I feel like the wolf is the feeling of the change coming. Like, you know, it's going to change, you know, it's going to, something is going to end, and that you're going to have to let go of something. Yeah. I feel like also the letting go with the moon here, the letting go has a lot to do with forgiving others something. So for Libra, I feel like this is very important, because there is no peace without justice. There is no way you can totally forgive someone if you feel like there's some unfairness, right? So maybe that's what you have to work. That's what's in the shadows here, I feel. And with the exploitation and the Knight of Stones, I feel like maybe you felt that people were taking away from you, and you didn't have enough for yourself, and maybe you have to get it back. You have to get something back. And I feel like maybe it's something of the material realm, but it also created this spiritual baggage, right? It created something that needs to end for you to move on. And I feel like you really have to move on, because you it's the Knight of Stones for me is someone who is very diligent, someone who is very down to earth, doesn't mind the daily routines and the daily work that's needed for you to achieve. And once you come, but you have to realize that you come from the Knight of Stones to the King of Stones. And it's like when I took this card, I read the King instead of Knight. So I feel also there's this delusion. It's like you're deluding yourself into thinking that you're not the king and that you're just a knight, and that you have to have this more, how do you say, I don't want to say like masochistic, but it's like, oh, I deserve to work so much. I have to work, or else I won't get what I need. My needs won't be met. And I feel, and also with the fawn here, that's not what nature intended. That's what I feel like. Nature needs balance. And if you are in balance with who you are and with your context, you won't feel like you are being stolen from or you are being exploited. You will feel like you have authority. And I feel like once you discovered your authority, and that maybe some people were kind of deluding you also. Maybe it's because for me, the exploitation is a lot about an interaction, right? It's not only that you are exploiting yourself, but it's also that maybe people are reinforcing that sense that you have to exploit yourself, that you have to give more than you receive, and then that creates the imbalance, right? That's not natural. That's not the fawn spirit, right? The fawn is perfect balance with nature, is this sense of magic that comes from being in touch with everything in your life, having more consciousness. And once you have achieved this, once you break away from that delusional state that you are not your own authority, and once you claim that authority for yourself, you will feel like you can do anything, and you will feel, and I feel like it's going to be kind of an epiphany. It's going to really feel like you are going to, it's like this is going to be the start of the year. Oh, okay, so maybe that's what it means, like 2 moons. Maybe it's your birthday. Maybe it's when you really feel like you have ended a chapter and started another one. Maybe it's when your birthday comes. If you're considering the sun placement, of course. And when you forgive, when you forgive yourself, I feel like you're going to also find something about yourself that you forgot. Maybe this is also work with your inner child, like caring for something that is precious, caring for something that is small and beautiful and pure. This is also for me like the expression on the retriever's face, for me, so sweet and so forgiving, and it's so kind of childish, but at the same time wise, and I don't know, it's very enchanting for me, this picture. I really feel like he's calling you, like he's reminding you of something that was lost, and that is related to the purity of the child. So this little pearl here, this little pearl of wisdom that is coming for you, is going to make you a little bit more childish, because I feel like you're really going to like let go and forgive. And once you do that, it's like you're going to rejuvenate. Your cells are going to be renewed, right? You're going to look maybe even younger, because you are lighter, because you are not carrying so much around, especially the memories of the people who maybe harmed you, of maybe even self-harm. The way you talk to yourself is going to change also because of that, because you are really going to feel like you can establish yourself, like you can express yourself and take up space. But at the same time, it's not something so rigid. I feel like it's just this feeling of authority, and then, okay, I can do whatever I want. I'm free to do whatever I want, and I can put energy into my creative endeavors, into my more maybe unconventional side. And this is really based in some injustice. There's this injustice, there's this process of forgiveness and of letting go. But once you do that, you will feel like you are in command, and then justice is done. This is what I feel like. It's like justice is done. Yeah. Yeah, also in the more material aspect of this, when justice is done, I really feel like you're going to get something back that was rightfully yours, or that you thought you deserved, and you were right to think so. Because I feel like you are, with the ego death here, and the waters and all of this, I really feel like this is, the outside is going to confirm something that maybe even you were like expecting less, but then the outside forces just confirm, no, you deserve that, and you have all the right to claim that, and this, and even more. Maybe you are going to discover that you deserved, and you were meant to have the things you were thinking about, but also other things that you didn't even know you deserved, and or that it was in your power to grasp. Wow, really cool, really interesting. So thank you so much for this. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and like and share the video if it resonated with you. And thank you so much, and I hope to see you again very soon. Bye.